Hello, everybody. This is your friendly neighborhood Lisa Foxy, and welcome back to Beacon Pines. So, I am excited to continue playing this game with you guys, and as I bap my controller, if you guys heard that, but if not, that's okay. In the last episode, I know where there was some extra noises, but this time I'm kind of recording in a more quieter spot. So, without further ado, let's go on and carry on and see what happens in the rest of this beautiful story.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Alright, so last time we did Strange. Let's do Tickle.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey, Fish, wanna see something cool? Yep. Check it!
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Fish, is she tickling you?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yeah.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Yeah. What just happened?
She seems nice. Oh my gosh, wait, there we go. Great start. She seems nice.
I'm sorry for the interruption. I think we were just threatening. You were just threatening us?
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Hmm. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh.
Whoa. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having more mature, refined look? Oh, gosh.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her, but finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old.
Alright. Oh.
Luca, what the hell are you doing out here?
And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck.
I don't care who she is. What happened?
We were just helping look for Rolo.
Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rolo and I weren't just playing in Weep Woods yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag drop on us. And I think it was a body. And so we ran and we got split up. And I ran home. And it's all my fault. Now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rolo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home.
But I want to help.
This is too dangerous for a kid.
I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rolo shows up. Sounds like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing, telling me the truth. Now scoot.
You really believe his story?
What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival.
My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here?
This place gives me the willies.
Wait, at the treehouse in case Rolo shows up. Alright. We're going to the treehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa. Don't sneak up on an old fella like that.
Sorry. Who were you talking to?
What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really.
The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rolo yet?
Not yet.
Long time for a boy to lose his way.
Rolo knows those woods too well to get lost.
I suppose you're right. Silly boys' antics have this whole town worried sick.
Antics?
Well, we all know Rolo likes to play his little pranks.
You think this is a prank?
What other what other possible explanation could there be?
He's not playing a prank, and he didn't get lost. Someone took him. I know it.
How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy. If there is something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
The
was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were missing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you. You were with Rollo when he went missing?
Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster.
The dumpster? What were you doing in there?
At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him.
You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go sulking in someone's dumpster.
But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body.
I'm sure it was just some trash.
No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows. I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
Uh-oh. But you, Von Horns, just can't help yourselves, can you? We were so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing?
It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shiz. Oh dear.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
Oh man.
Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
We know fighting isn't gonna help. Alright. We did these, now we gotta deal with struggle? Alright. They're about to struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So, they'll need to get delivered into town today.
Okay.
So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday?
Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town.
I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off.
Mm-hmm.
One for Mr. Tulliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Miss Fratelli at the diner.
Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed? He said he wanted some more.
I suspect as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extra in the basket for the acoustic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tulliver get the ones on top.
No problem.
Off with you now, while the day is still young. Oh, I keep forgetting. Go this way now. Hello, it's Jennifer Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight.
Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news! No more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there.
What?
Who was it?
Was it aliens?
I knew it'd be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? Oh, what else could it possibly be? Rolo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the tree house tonight. I'm not sure what this tree house is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet.
I don't know why I'm having fun with Rolo when I go into character there. You know, I never go down this way. What is this way? What
The
is
road
this?
leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I see he's out here.
Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of... Oh, sorry, that was wrong. I thought they were just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparation began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay?
You could tell those jerks. It doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Snore. Okay. I'm gonna guess the diner's up here. Do I... No? Mr. Win Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune. Had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Okay, so it's that. I think it's that. Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, this is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Welder, when the goings of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. A good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Last Chance Diner. Oh, okay. Oh, I see the...
Hey, Don. Hey, Luca. What's up?
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
They got you on jam delivery, huh? Yep.
Hey, Don. Have you noticed anything weird around town lately?
What sort of weird things?
Stuff going on Stuff going on at the old Valentine building?
You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now.
So what's going on?
Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads.
Keep me in the loop, okay?
Sure thing. Have you seen the new kid around yet?
New kid?
Yeah, came from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for Mr. William Kerr and Perennial Harvest. And the other is working for Harris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pines Post. Or Past, sorry.
I read too quick.
Perennial Harvest has positive itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting diner table conversation.
I can imagine. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner.
Hey, Miss Fratelli.
Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you?
She is. It's just.
I understand. You know, taught I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca.
Will do.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Oh, a flashback. I see a lot of... Okay.
I'm ready to help, Mama.
All right, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Miss Fratelli is away. I've gotta deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime?
Yes, Mama.
All right.
Hi, Roxy.
Luca.
I'm helping.
Wow. Hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo.
What can I get you?
I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top?
Coming right up.
Chicken. Bacon.
Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders.
Nice. Love me tenders. Alright, let's see what he wants. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables?
I'm just helping out.
Ah, my father had me hustling when I was at your age as well. Father always say, children are to be sails pulling a family ever forward.
That doesn't sound very fun.
There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back?
Oh no, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone.
Oh,
The silver lining is without him around I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cut topped with a pile of sloppy chili. I'm guessing, and then chili. Alright.
There you are.
Cold cuts with steaming hot chili. Oh wait, that's I thought it was him, but it was my bad. Alright.
Cold cut with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold.
That's perfect. Thank you. I gave him a deep voice there for a second. Anyways. Godzooks! They shrunk the waste stuff.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing?
He's been pretty busy these days.
I know the feeling. Tell him that the fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya?
Sure thing.
I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy the sweet tooth?
A sweet burger?
Yep. Top it off with some grilled cactus.
Grilled cactus?
The heart wants what it wants. You want something sweet with a cactus. You want sweet with cactus.
Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby.
Ha! Now that's a burger with bite. Oh my goodness.
Looks like
Sorry, that's the mother. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients?
okay. I'll be back.
Huh. If I could be left alone, young Mr. Von Horn.
Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you.
It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make an opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing.
Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking?
Both, I suppose. I never really choose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, for our legacy.
That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it will be great.
I'm wondering if I'm missing something in the past. When they take me to the past like that, I wonder if I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I hope I don't have to go back, but if I do, then I am truly missing something. Okay. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made. A glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear.
Huddled at At his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
Eat!
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry.
No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me.
Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam.
Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes. The jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste.
Okay. I should finish my deliveries.
Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Wow.
How do you keep ice cream cold?
We keep them on ice.
Where did you get the ice from?
I don't know. Somewhere cold.
How do they keep somewhere cold?
Look, Bert. Do you want some ice cream or not?
No, I'm good.
History Museum, huh? Well, that must be.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Shopper Valentine. Young Shopper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Shopper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Shopper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund.
Wow.
That was unhelpful.
Oh my. Alright.
Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed.
Luca, you seem chippier.
Well, aside from being on a delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is.
So, do you want your jam?
Alright. Usually Junifer drops those off herself.
I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day.
Oh, in that case.
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luca.
Whoa. I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see you, Gran.
Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well, hey, what a cozy coincidence. Yes, my new friend I was telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite pizza's topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, And what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Iona.
We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh, yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already. Feels like we've known each other for years. So, you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles.
Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want to move to be as easy on you as possible.
You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight.
Dinner? Whoa, another coincidence. I actually already asked him, and he said he would love to.
It's just wonderful.
In that case, we should pick up some groceries.
You two don't get into too much trouble now.
Well, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our next house is a little cottage next to the big mansion's place.
Wait, you live on the Valentine estate?
Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on the whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Okay. Well, to Beck's place. I would talk to the grandma, but... Wait a minute. Good morning, Geoff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me.
Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up.
Huh. festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shitting all the time. And where did that get us?
Well, it's perennial harvest putting on this one, and they're doing it for the whole town.
As far as I can see it, the difference between old Valentine Company and the new perennial harvest outfit.
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
It's the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana.
But those are both garbage.
Exactly.
Wow. Okie dokie. So, who all lives in that house? Harris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the fowl harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this fowl harvest thing. And you all use the same ominous tone. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all foiled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
As I yawn, sorry guys.
Chapter 4 Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us about yourself.
Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma, over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at?
Beck, manners.
It's alright. My dad passed away in the accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good.
Normally, we have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines?
Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist.
I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it.
She's brilliant. Pinhale Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering.
She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Pinhale Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sparkling water and experiment on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there's a different way to grow plants.
Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best.
And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dreams.
You swore you didn't.
Beck slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca. How about some dessert?
I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going.
Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac.
Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry I muted myself while I was just reading out loud and I realized I forgot to unmute. So I apologize for that brief silence back there. if I haven't edited already about adding about the sound in there, I'll add it. But anyways, so I'll read from here. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble. Let's try rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with.
Oh, ominous thunder. My bad.
You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say yes, the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold.
Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight.
Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum? Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amount of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't ya? A little. But weird can be cool. Oh wow. Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have the time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Aw, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime. He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So, you've moved a lot? Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. They always. There's always a better job somewhere else. Flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them, is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest, that hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you look cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? I didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't. But one thing my dad told me when I was little: don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something, anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know, something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Rah!
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Well, I actually feel better. A little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
Go.
Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone. Not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Alright. And that is where I'm going to pause from here. And then we will meet up with Rollo after that. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it, and I love you guys all very much, always. Stay amazing out there and stay safe. And if you like what you see here, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. So that way you don't miss out any content that comes out here on my channel. And until then, I will see you guys definitely in the next episode. Bye guys!